Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ace Combat X Showcase. Hello Floof, how are you doing? So today, we're going through the next batch of 8 aircraft, and we're going to start with Mission 6B with the Naiad. Oh boy. And Floof, I think you're going to like this aircraft.
Terminus Island is home to both.
Because the aircraft in question is the A-10A Thunderbolt II, aka the Warthog. This ground attack fighter is equipped with tough armor and a large Gatling gun, and they're not lying about that. Some real strange stats. The Fairchild Republic A-10 Thunderbolt II, also widely known by the nickname Warthog, is a close air support attack craft. Manufactures Fairchild Republic. It is currently still in service. However, it is slated to be retired by either the end of 2025 or spring 2026-ish. Don't quote me on that, though. 716 were built, and the sole operator is the United States Air Force. They were manufactured from 1972 to 1984. They were introduced in October 1997, and its first flight was May 10th, 1972. For our strain drill stats, we've got a 25 in speed, so we are going nowhere fast. A 45 in mobility, a 100 in stability, maximum defensive rating. This thing can take a beating. Got a 15 in air to air and a 60 in air to ground. Our liveries. Start with the Aurelia. We've got the standard ASG gray for the Aurelian skin. We've got the black-green shark mouth camo for the Lasat skin. Dark brown tan for the special. And orange brown desert with the Warthog for special too. I think we're gonna go with this one. As for our weapons, our primary weapon is the gigantic GAU-8 Avenger 30mm rotary cannon, which takes up the entire body of the plane. It's as big as a Volkswagen. As for our missiles, we are armed with 60 AIM-9C Sidewinders for our standard missile. We've got 18 AGM-65 Mavericks for our XAGM. We've got the CBU-87, which is what it's supposed to be, for the cluster bomb. However, I believe the actual model is not that. This looks Russian to me. Um, so I'm not entirely sure what model ASEX uses for the thing. No, wait, no, maybe, I don't know. Maybe that is the CBU 87. I don't know. And then finally, we've got the the Mark 79 incendiary bomb for the, we get 10 of these for the FAD, and that's what we're gonna pick. All right.
To all Allied forces, this is the Naiad. We will be approaching the target shortly. Make sure to draw the enemy's attention your way. This is the cruiser Colossus. Understood. We'll make sure they know we're here. Pirates up above, show us your best. We read you loud and clear. March to Griffith 1. Damage to the Allied fleet will be displayed on the MPG. The Naiad will likely be discovered if the diversionary fleet has to pull out. Make sure they survive this mission.
The aircraft on my butt. I don't like it. Yeah, I thought that was Aegis. I cast Fireball!
Attack on what? Like the battle on the front line. Show them what our anti-aircraft defenses are capable of.
I didn't ask how big the ship was. I said I cast Fireball.
All guns fire until I die. Don't let the enemy get close. Enemy planes approaching. Somebody help us! Heavy damage. All hands.
Gotta love the bird.
All turrets. Fire at will.
Enemy fleet destroyed.
We've reached the target. The infiltration unit is preparing to enter the facility. This is the infiltration unit. We'll bring you back to the turret, so don't leave without us. It looks like we've got enemy anti-submarine aircraft. The Naiad's going to be down even if they secure the target. Take care of those aircraft as soon as possible.
Okay. We need to take care of the AWACS,
Take care of those birds in the sky.
because those are TGTs. God damn it. Ow.
Alright, one down. Damn it, I can't hit him.
You can't hit me and I'm in a frickin' warthog. That sounds like a you problem.
Missile on target.
Ow! Fuck.
Infiltration unit.
Ow!
We secured the target.
Damn it, Floop.
Starting now.
This is the Naiad.
Hail Hydrate.
We have secured the target and are commencing extraction.
Stretch.
John! Alright! Now just get out of
There. Still didn't kill me though.
there! This is the Naiad. Hull breached.
And if any aircraft to take a hit in, the A-10 would be it. I've eaten 3 missiles so far. I'm only at 60% damage.
The Naiad has been lost.
At least I think I'm... Yeah. Oh, you motherfucker. These things are going to be harassing me the entire time, aren't they? Alright. We need to take care of the intruders now, and the stealth aircraft. And not die to the enemy fighters. In hindsight, this is probably not the best mission for the A-10, but... oh well.
The Naiad is taking enemy fire. Please hurry and get rid of those aircraft. Enemy up ahead.
There we go, there's the B-2.
This is the Naiad. We're taking fire from enemy aircraft. We can't dive. Help us out.
I'm working on it! Forgot how fast the other aircraft are. go. Take out the Nighthawks. Good shoot. Die, Paladin. Yeah, the A10 in this game is, I mean, normally I would say it's one of the better attackers, but actually, due to the tuning, the better A10 will be featured later on this episode. That being said, the A10 is still a tanky son of a bitch. It's just really fucking slow. Oh, that was rather painful. But we did it.
The mission was a success.
We even
The
S
Naiad
ranked,
has returned thanks
despite
to
Floof's
recon data.
attempt to kill me. Alright, so for the next aircraft on the list, we're going to head back to mission 4B. False target. And I need to call up my notes. Yeah. Okay, so we will know basics. Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure stuff. Okay. Anywho. Back to chat. So, no change.
Intelligence reports that Layset forces.
Our next aircraft is the MiG-2193. It is a fighter. This is a variant of the fish bed. I think, last variant of the fish bed. It is a small single-engine fighter with a high maneuverability and a low production cost. Real strange stats. It's made by McCoy and Goerovich. And it is currently, and the MiG-21 in general is currently in service somewhere. It was built for the Soviet Union. Across all variants, there were 11,469 fish beds produced. It was manufactured from 1959 to 1986. It was introduced to the Soviet Union in 1959, although its first flight was June 16th, 1955. The operators current operators, that doesn't include the Chinese variant of the J7, include Angola, Cuba, Mali, Mozambique, North Korea, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen. Former operators include Afghanistan, Algeria, Bangladesh, Belarus, Bulgaria, Burkina Faso, Cambodia, China. That would be the CCP, China. Republic of Congo, Croatia, Czechoslovakia, which later became the Czech Republic, East Germany, which later became unified into Germany, Egypt, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Finland, Guinea-Bissau, Germany, Georgia, the country, Hungary, Indonesia, Iran, Iraq, Israel, although that one was acquired for reverse engineering purposes. The former Islamic State that was in Syria before it kind of got diminished. India, Kyrgyzstan, Laos, Madagascar, Namibia, Nigeria, Poland, Romania, Russian Federation, Serbia, Montenegro, Slovakia, Somalia, the Soviet Union, Tanzania, Turkmenistan, Uganda. The United States retired their captured MiG-21s from aggressor duty. Ukraine, Vietnam, Yugoslavia, Zaire, and Zambia. It's a lot of people that used it. Strange Drill stats. We have a 72 in speed, a 70 in mobility, 42 in stability, 57 in defense, 65 in air-to-air, and a 27 in air-to-ground. For our liveries, the Aurelian would have been the gray and green camouflage with black nose. However, this is another Ostrich special. This is Scarface. With the LASAF, we've got the three-tone brown camo. Special, we've got the green body with gray lower half fuselage. And Special 2 is the hookbind color scheme. We're going to show off Ostrich's work here. We are armed with an internal 23mm GSH 23 cannon, as well as, let me pull up those things. We have 66 R60 aphid standard missiles. What should be 8 R27 Alamos, but this is the AIM-7 Sparrow model. 10 KH-15 anti-ship missiles, but this is not that model. think it's the Japanese model. I'm not sure. It's kind of weird. And then we've got 5 ECMPs. The thing is, though, the real life MiG-21-93 did not have electronic warfare capabilities. I don't know about the standard MiG-21, but I don't believe it could. So this is a strange real thing. We get 5 charges of them. I don't know what model this is. I'm just going to say it's fictional. Alright, we're going to use what should be the Alamos. Alright, let's go shoot down some transports. Which actually is what the MiG-21 was originally designed to be. MiG-21 was not a dogfighter initially, it was an interceptor. It just so happened that it could be a very good dogfighter as well, compared to America's Phantoms. But yeah, compared to the A-10, this thing handles like a dream. I still don't like the fish bed. It looks ugly as sin. But that's typical of most early Russian aircraft. Most MiGs in general. They are not pretty to look at. And while they're obsolete now, back in their heyday, the fish bed was the most feared thing in the skies over Vietnam. Because due to the way the Air Force was having Phantom pilots fly, they couldn't exactly stop the fish bed very well. And they were murdered to the thuds. That being said, during Operation Bolo, North Vietnamese lost almost all of their fish boats. Hey Floof, if you're still here, I got a question for you. And if you're not, I can ask you after screen. Son of a bitch. This skin, their livery by Ostrich. think it makes the fish bed look pretty good. But Ostrich does fantastic work on all of his A6 liveries. If you do have the ability to emulate A6, seriously, give him a, or check him out. Even if you don't want any of the liveries, get the HD texture pack. It makes the game look so much smoother. Yeah, the fish bed can stall fairly easily.
Escort aircraft, get off of us! We lose everything if this plane goes down!
Motherfucker.
Somebody shut it down!
Alright, last C5.
Enemy shipment destroyed. The mission was a success.
And there we go. 2 down, 6 to go.
We've succeeded in shooting down all enemy transport aircraft bound for Santa Elva. This should prevent the enemy from gaining any new ground for a while.
Okay, then.
Future missions are sure to be less dangerous thanks to your efforts. Let's hope this victory helps make our future battles a little easier, too.
Okay, so next one is gonna be
Allied ground forces are stranded at Stan.
Alright, so the next one is we're going back to attackers. To the Mirage 2000D. Well, 2000 Delta. It is a digital controls of the Delta Wing give this fighter attacker superb acceleration and response, and it is pretty fast and mobile for an attacker. I think all these except for the last one. Yeah, that one. Actually, all these might be ostrich ones. Yeah. Okay. So, real strange stats. The Dassault Mirage 2000N/D were the attack variants of the Mirage 2000. The difference between the November variant and the Delta variant is that the November variant was nuclear capable and the Delta variant is conventional. Only the Delta variant is still active. 161 total were built. 75 of those were the nuclear variant, and 86 were the Delta. Manufacturer was Dassault Aviation. National origin was France. Its first flight was February 3rd, 1986, and the nuclear variant was retired in 2018. As for operators, only the Armée de l'Air et de l'Espace, or the French Air and Space Force. The French Air Force. They're the only users of this thing. Strand drill stats. We have a 78 in speed, a 54 in mobility, 33 in stability, 54 in defense, 42 in air-to-air, and 45 in air-to-ground. As for our liveries, well, the closest one to the original is this one, Special 2. The Zaharada Ace paint scheme from Ace 5. However, this one appears to have been greatly enhanced by Ostrich, namely with the 207 nose number and the Port Aubrey tailcode in the back. But our basic Aurelia has been replaced from the general green-gray camo to the Aurelian version of the Mirage's prototype livery. Laysath should be basic gray camo, but this is actually Ostrich's Area 88 variant. I don't remember the Ace. Let me actually pull up Ostrich's site. Okay. His favorite plane is the Mirage, so there's, I think he's got a bunch of them. Oh wait, no. The Special 2 was actually the base one. Never mind. But yeah, this is Sakai Vashtal from Area 88. And this is Rigel from Ace Combat 4. As for our armaments, we are armed with the gun. We've got two 30mm DEFA 5.54 revolver cannons underneath the chin, as well as for missiles and bombs. We've got 62 R .550 magics. For our bombs, we have 14 of what should be the AASM Hammer unguided bomb. However, we're using the standard Mark 83 for guided penetration bomb. We've got the GBU 16 Paveway, and then we've got the AGM 65 Maverick. We've got 12 of those for our multi-lock air-to-ground missile, and that's what we're going to take. Again, I will be linking Ostrich's stuff or mod site to the archive. So, yeah, check him out. His liveries are fantastic. Now, the problem I have with the Mirage 2000D is that it is an attacker, but it's also a delta wing. And delta wings typically don't do very well at low speed, low altitude flying. They prefer high speed and higher altitude. God, I hate the screen shakes so much.
Is everything alright? You're still airborne, right? I'm sorry. I just can't get the events of the previous SWBM attack out of my head. Stop at all costs! Don't let him interfere, Nova! Here they come! Prepare to fire! Immobilize the enemy! Report damage status. Warning! Davis unit casualties at 25%. Alright, everyone, move it! Evasive maneuver successful. Shit! Davis unit casualties at 50%. Davis unit, hang in there. Enemy fire overhead. Airborne fortress missile launched. Estimated destruction of target confirmed.
Done.
Commencing evacuation of Davis unit.
Yeah, just look at how pretty that was. All right. Next. Oh, okay.
We've succeeded in rescuing the Davis unit from the enemy onslaught. The men express their gratitude for rescuing them, sir. This victory has also allowed us to begin formalizing a strategy for the recapture of Santa Elva.
All right. Next aircraft is a fan favorite. And we're going to be heading to Mission 6A, the Midnight Sun.
The Gleipnir is now...
And our next aircraft is the Grumman F-14D Super Tomcat. Featuring upgrades in radar and weapon control systems, the Super Tomcat can handle multiple enemies at once. Up to 6 in real life. So real strange stats. The F-14 F-14D along with the other F-14s were produced by Grumman. 712 were built. There are currently no airworthy Tomcats left in service anywhere in the world. But they were in service with the United States, the Navy, the Imperial Iranian Air Force, and the Islamic Republic of Iran Air Force. All are now either retired or destroyed. They were manufactured from 1969 to 1991. They were introduced on September 22nd, 1974. Its first flight was December 21st, 1970. And they were retired from the United States Navy on September 22nd, 2006. The Tomcat was a long-range interceptor. Why did my thing freeze? Strange real stats. Tomcat has a speed of 84, mobility of 54, a stability of 48, air-to-air or a defense of 54, air-to-air of 75, air-to-ground of 24. Our liveries. There's going to be a few ostrich skins, and you've already seen one. The Aurelia one was the 3-tone aggressor blue, based off the F-14A 161-869 of Top Gun. However, this livery is actually Ostrich's version, or Ostrich's take on the F-14D Rosgrees. Then we've got Laysath is base game would have been the blue-gray fuselage with the dark ghost gray nose stripe, based off the standard U.S. Navy F-14A tactical paint scheme of the late 1980s. However, the livery I actually have equipped is Ostrich's take on the F-14D Schnee, and we're using the Belkin livery for that. Belkin markings. Special 1. This is base game here. And it is the 3... Oh wait, no, this is not. This is another Ostrich 1. But the base game should have been 3-tone light brown and green desert camo based off the F-14B 163409 camel smoker of VF-24 Fighting Renegades. However, we've got another Ostrich skin, Mickey Simon of Area 88. And then our Special 2 is based off Zepang from Phase 5. I blanked out. But we're going to take the Rosgrees. As for weapons, we got a single cheek-mounted 20mm M61A Vulcan Gatling gun on the left cheek toward the bottom. We're armed with missile-wise 62 AIM-9C Sidewinders, 12 of what should be the AIM-54 Phoenix, but this is the Darkfire. 12 BLU-27 napalm bombs, and 10 GBU-16 paveway guided penetrating bombs. We're going to use the Phoenixes.
Griffith 1, you are...
Carry lunch, baby.
Griffith 1, altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
First Fleet to Third Fleet. Any sign of the Gleipnir? Third Fleet. No sign of it yet. Understood. Continue your patrol of the area. What's that sound? Look! It's the Gleipnir! Just get there. Attack! Target the Gleipnir! Commence cannon fire! Hit it with everything we've got! The SWBM can't reach us here, but watch out for conventional ordnance. Look! The disc on the bottom is starting to glow! What's he go-
Wow.
The ship
That's
under the
unfortunate.
Gleipnir just disintegrated! What the hell was that? Second Fleet, do you read me? This is the First Fleet. Come in! Come in!
All of those ships destroyed in instinct. Such destructive power. I can't believe they've made such a terrifying weapon. Sir, Griffith 1, it appears the enemy has some kind of new super weapon. If they destroy the rest of our fleet, we'll no longer be able to sustain our military. The MPG will display damage to the Allied fleet. Protect them and keep the gauge from reaching that. I know it's a dangerous mission. We're counting on you, sir.
I just want to remind you that we're all counting.
Did you hit it?
Yep. Oh, I'm right on top of it.
This is the First Fleet. The Third Fleet just disintegrated right in front of our eyes. Sir, that's it. Don't lose sight of it. We're sending ducks up here.
Okay, we took out the cloak. That's good.
It's no use.
But yeah, Ace X actually gave the Tomcat its speed, which other other games don't give it that.
Griffith 1, try to destroy the SWBM. As long as the SWBM exists, the safety of all Allied troops remains in question. The altitude of the airborne fortress will be displayed on your MPG. The fortress will be out of range once the gauge reaches max. Destroy the SWBM before that happens.
Once again, the Raspberries must destroy a bird.
Shoot 'em down! The Great Gear is launched in SWBM. We think it's the same as the one used at Cape Audrey. It's too dangerous to fly at high altitude. Try to stay lower than the Great Gear. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact! Airborne Fortress missile launched. Great job! The Airborne Fortress's SWBM has gone up in flames. Raise the engine output to max. We've got to escape. Estimated time to impact, 15 seconds. Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Impact. Alright, I think the mission's over. If I remember right. I can just mop up some of these fighters.
The airborne fortress is rapidly ascending. We can't follow. It's unfortunate we weren't able to destroy the Great Gear. However, this was a very important turn of events for us.
I want to make that count, but you can't destroy things after the mission complete in this game.
We've succeeded in unfortunately.
Yeah, I actually kind of like the F-14 in this game because it is a lot more nimble than, say, the PS2 variant, definitely the A6. It actually feels kind of on par with the F-14A from the Top Gun DLC. Although it still has the sucky Aurelian missiles, so there's that. Our next aircraft is one that I absolutely despise. But we're going back to this one.
Intelligent.
But it too is an interceptor. Essentially the Soviet answer to the F-14, the MiG-31. A high-speed intercept aircraft able to withstand supersonic speeds at low altitudes. This fucker is fast, and that's about the only thing it's got going for it. Let me just pull up its stats here. Okay, so real strange stats. The MiG-31 was developed from the MiG-25 Foxbat. It's made by McCoy and Gurevich. for the Soviet Union. It is currently in service with the Russian Federation's Air Force. And historically, it used to also be used by the Kazakh Air Force. It was built from 1975 to 1994. 519 were built. It was introduced May 6, 1981. Its first flight was September 16, 1975, and it was retired from the Kazakh Air Force in 2023. Its current sole operator is the Russian Federation, which inherited it from the Soviet Union. Our strange real stats. We have a maxed out speed. We have a 45 in mobility, a 40 in stability, an 80 in defense, which is not true. The MiG-31 in real life is a fragile fuck. Largely because the fuel tanks aren't exactly well protected. Although it is made out of titanium. So, it's also why it's heavy. It's got an 80 in air-to-air and a 20 in air-to-ground. So this thing is fast and cannot turn. Liveries. Our special two here is the Russian Knights inspired livery. We've got the standard Aurelian factory gray. We've got the blue-gray camo for late staff. And for special, we've got the forest camo. I don't believe Ostrich has any MiG-31 liveries. But I know, even if he does, I know I don't have any downloaded. Yeah, I don't think he's done any MiG-31s. Okay. Our armament includes a waist-mounted, on the starboard side, waist-mounted 23mm GSH 6-23 rotary cannon. And as for missiles / bombs, we are armed with 62 R60 aphids, which should be 8 R27 Alamos, what should be 12 FAB 500 kilogram bombs, and what should be 12 R33 Amos long-range air-to-air missiles. But again, Ace X has their own models, so Darkfire, Mark 84, AIM 7. We're going to take the Darkfires here. Alright, it's important to note that the MiG-31 is fast. You will be able to catch up to anything in the game with this thing. The trick is not overshooting and forcing a turn, because you do not turn at all. Yeah, I do not like the Foxhound. It's not pretty to look at, although this livery is admittedly a nice one. I hate the fact that it cannot turn inside inside a radius the size of Texas or Alaska. And in real life, it can't really carry all that much because it's so goddamn heavy. Ooh, that was close. Surprised Ostrich hasn't come up with a Schnee skin for this. Or not Schnee, but Schwartz.
The cargo's too heavy. We can't get altitude. It's the enemy. Increase speed and shake him.
Well, the one good thing about the Foxhound is this game is since you're so fast, if you do find yourself being or can't shaking a tail, you can just floor it. And no one can catch you. There you go. All right. Last wave. And after this, there'll be 3 more aircraft. And I'm probably gonna head start to wind down. I don't know, I just feel really drained all of a sudden. Yeah, I'm not going to try and dogfight with 14 with this piece of shit. just naturally go too fast to be on anything stale for any length of time. Alrighty.
The mission was a success.
We've succeeded. This
That's
should
right,
prevent...
yay. Alright, next aircraft. Alright, next aircraft will not have any real strange stuff. And we're going to mission 8B. Okay. The Wasteland. Got it. Alright. I'll do this.
We have obtained intelligence that LASAF forces on the Kalana steppes are increasing by the hour. With the Sachana Air Base in our hands, LASAF has abandoned its Air Force dispatch.
So the next one, we can actually discuss parts as well. Because this is a tunable aircraft, and it's naval. The YR-302 Fregata. A fighter with, well, attacker, with 4 massive engines. Its characteristic design distinguishes it from all other large body attack aircraft. Alright, so this is a Strange Reel exclusive. So our history, we don't really know much about it. However, in the early days of the Iranian War, Falco 1 used the aircraft as its main attacker. It is also able to be used by Griffiths 1. The YR-302 Fregata was a specialized attack aircraft produced sometime by the 2020s. Features a unique body design as well as an unconventional quadruple engine arrangement, causing rumors that it wasn't actually a spacecraft. Contrary to such rumors, it has poor high-altitude capabilities. The Fregata is extremely heavy due to its armor, weapons payload, and massive fuel capacity. However, its 4 engines combined with thrust vector nozzles add to the aircraft's mobility. Its complicated body design leads to the aircraft rapidly consuming fuel and having a short cruise time. As a result, the Fregata is highly demanding in maintenance. The aircraft uses the minimum necessary electronic coffin equipment to counterbalance the maintenance requirement. So yeah, this is a coffin aircraft, which for those of you, I mean most of you probably know what it means, but for those of you who don't, coffin stands for the Connection for Flight Interface. And I'm pretty sure they do not have an ejection seat. As for our stats, base stats. We have a 65 in speed, 65 in mobility, 85 in stability, 60 in defense, 40 in air-to-air, 65 in air-to-ground. But we have parts. So let's go ahead and take a look at those parts, shall we? So, our engine is the unique engine, the Hydra engine. The four engines create a multiplier effect, providing explosive power. Our speed is drastically increased. For our wings, we've got the extra ladder, which boosts our mobility, stability, and air-to-ground capabilities. For our armor, we have the titanium aluminum armor. Next generation lightweight titanium aluminide armor, which increases our defense with no cost to mobility or stability. As for our weapon, we have destructive bomb, coupled warhead and unguided bomb, which increases our bomb damage drastically. Equip the supplementary warhead triggered upon initial detonation. And finally, our cockpit part is the automatic machine gun alignment system, aka the Sniper OS. The gun reticle is directly linked to the direction of the machine gun automatically aligning fire. Basically, it tracks. As for our weaponry, I'm assuming we're armed with anywhere from a 20 to 30 millimeter Gatling gun. I don't know exactly where it's located. I don't remember. Liveries. That's right, liveries. We've got the two-tone ASG for Aurelia. Lasath is the desert camo. Special 1 is black body with gray canopy and wing trim, and Special 2 is ghost white body with orange trim. We are armed with 60 AIM-9C Sidewinders, 19 BLU-27 napalm bombs, 16 AGM-88 harms, and 6 Mark 79 FAEBs. Although I think base is actually 8, 16, and 19. One of my parts reduces the amount of payload for increased firepower. But we're going to take the fireballs. Look at this. Kind of looks like a space shuttle, don't it? And then if we go to cockpit view, this is what the coffin cockpit looks like. fireball!
Hey, our target is Santa Elva. Forget about him. The fuel truck's been hit. The surrounding vehicles were caught in the explosion. Keep a safe distance or you'll be toast. Don't make yourselves a target. Spread out.
Burn! Stupid tent city.
They're the key to taking back Santa Elva. Don't let them get taken out. This is a hazard unit. All units, the enemy away from our position. The contents of this tank are worth more than hundreds of you. AA guns destroyed. What? The ammo unit's been eliminated?
Yeah, it only took one fireball. Yeah, fired.
That's a big thing like fire. Then
I don't
Target destruction ratio achieved. Please continue to attack the enemy.
Yeah, this is, in my opinion, the best attacker in this game. Mainly because you can tune it. It's basically the A10, but the A10 is fast. Away. Welcome, Ross. Doing the only original aircraft for this episode. The best attacker in the game. Something Martinez. Yeah. I would not be surprised if map assets were recycled from X to Joint Assault. Yep, coffin. How did that not hit? Increased spatial awareness and targeting acquisition. Because unlike today's modern aircraft where they've got a piece of plexiglass in front of the pilot that they reflect the HUD onto, Coffin, they can actually have the HUD take up the encompass the entire canopy. I'm not sure I want Coffin without an ejection system, but I can understand the why people would want it. Well, back in World War I, it was the same thing. If you got shot down, you went down with your plane because there was no such thing as a parachute yet. Yeah, that's kind of why the devs gave it the acronym COFFIN, because it literally turns your plane into a flying coffin. Buzzer beater.
Mission was a success. Good job, Goodness One.
Me, I wasn't flying a coffin up there. Yeah.
Enemy ground forces have been all but wiped out. For the time being, we can turn our attention away from the...
Alright. Yeah. Alright, we've got 2 more aircraft left. And our next one, we're going back to the Midnight Sun.
The Gleipnir is now positioned above Terminus Island. It is using the island as a resupply base and as a staging point for long-range attacks on Stand Canyon. The troops stranded at Stand Canyon are vital to the upcoming assault on Santa Elva. But they're pinned down as long as the Gleipnir's assault is allowed to continue. Something must be done about the situation, and soon. Analysis of the SWBM attack at Cape Aubrey has shown that the shockwave of the missile dissipates before reaching ground level.
Well,
Hoping to
everyone
utilize
has
this
that
weakness,
to a degree.
the
It's
remaining
called
Aurelian
catharsis.
fleet has gathered for it.
Or Schadenfreude. And it's not completely a bad thing to, I don't want to say derive joy or pleasure from seeing bad things happen to bad people, but a satisfaction that karma paid off, more or less. Anyway, penultimate aircraft for today is the Tornado F3, an air superiority fighter characterized by its variable geometry wing design. This is basically the European Tomcat. This was developed by Panavia. This is technically the Tornado ADV, or Air Defense Variant. But this is the F3 variant of that, which is solely used by the Royal Air Force. And it's been retired. It was manufactured by Panavia Aircraft GmbH. 194 ADVs were built. It was introduced May 1st, 1985, and its first flight was October 27th, 1979. But the Royal Air Force, I don't know if it gives me an amount that they have. But, you know, it was solely used by the RAF, the United Kingdom. Real strange real stats. We have a 70 in speed, 75 in mobility, 70 in stability, 85 in air in defense, 60 in air to air, 40 in air to ground. For our liveries, LASAT is the VVS Blue Camo from Ace Combat 5. Our special one here is the RSAF Tornado IDS Desert Camo. Spec 2 is the bright white with red body stripes. I think it's like a prototype or something. And the Aurelias is just ASG. We're going to use the Ace 5 one. Yeah. As for weaponry, the F3 is armed with a single 27mm Mauser BK-27 revolver cannon. I think it's mounted on the left cheek. We are also armed with missile-wise. 64 AIM-9C Sidewinders, 12 AIM-120 AMRAAMs, 12 Skyflash missiles. However, this model is the Sparrow, and we've got there are 5 charges of the GEC Sky Shadow. Wrong model, but that's what it would be. We're going to take the AMRAAMs. Oh, ads. Lovely. Alright.
First Fleet to Third Fleet. Any sign of the Gleipnir? Third Fleet. No sign of it yet. Understood.
Now, the reason why I call this aircraft the European Tomcat is it is variable geometry. It is very good at interception as well as dogfighting.
If they destroy the rest of our fleet, we'll no longer be able to sustain our military. The MPG will display damage to the Allied fleet. Protect them and keep the gauge from reaching max. I know it's a dangerous mission. We're counting on you, sir.
That's 3.
Evasive maneuver successful.
God fucking damn it.
This is the first fleet. The third fleet just disintegrated right
I
in front of our eyes. Hey, the thing just disappeared. Like a mirage or something. Take it easy. That's optical camouflage. It's still there. Did you hit it? Sir, that's it. Don't lose sight of it. Radar is unable to track the Gleipnir while it is using optical camouflage. fly. Missile lock-ons are unstable. You'll have to use your aim to take it down. Optical camouflage system critical! The system won't hold!
No, you can't hide no.
We're sitting ducks up here. Can somebody do something? The Great Pier has started to climb. No doubt they're planning to return to base to make repairs. Griffith 1, try to destroy the SWBM. As long as the SWBM exists, the safety of all Allied troops remains.
Well, it's still got defense.
Altitude of the airborne fortress will be displayed on your MPG. The fortress will be out of range once the gauge reaches max. Destroy the SWBM before that happens.
Where is it?
Damn, he is persistent. Shoot him down.
There it is. Okay.
The Great Pier is launched an SWBM. We think it's the same as the one used at Cape Audrey. It's too dangerous to fly at high altitude. Try to stay lower than the Great Pier. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact!
That's right. It is a dangerous target, but it is a big target. And that.
Airborne Fortress missile launched. Estimated time to impact, 15 seconds. Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact!
No. Okay, there we go. That was a close one. I thought I was gonna crash into it.
Airborne Fortress missile launched. Estimated time to impact, 15 seconds. Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, it definitely was.
4, 3, 2, 1, impact! Airborne Fortress missile launched. Estimated time to impact, 15 seconds. Great job! The Airborne Fortress's SWBM has gone up in flames. Raise the engine output to max. We've got to escape. Estimated time to impact, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, impact!
Alright. I'm not gonna be able to catch the lead here, but I can see if I can take some of these.
Can't lose them. Help me! He's right behind me! All right, I dodged it. The airborne fortress is rapidly ascending. We can't follow. It's unfortunate we weren't able to destroy the Glacier. However, this was a very important turn of events for us.
Alright, we've got one more aircraft left. And it's one of my favorites.
We've succeeded in destroying the...
So for our final aircraft tonight, we're going to head to mission 10B. That's fun. Alright.
Citizen morale is at an all...
And the aircraft in question is the McDonnell Douglas F-15E Strike Eagle. They call it an attacker, but it's technically not. This F-15 has ground attack capabilities to its full-scale aerial combat abilities. Now, real strange stats. McDonnell Douglas F-15E Strike Eagle was manufactured for the United States by, well, McDonnell Douglas, and later Boeing Defense, Space and Security in 1997 after they bought out McDonnell Douglas. It was manufactured from 1985 through 2017. It is currently in service. It was introduced into the U.S. Air Force in 1988. And September 30th, 1989, at its initial operating capability. Its first flight was December 11th, 1986. And it was developed into the F-15EX. Hold on. The operators of the Strike Eagle include the Israelis, the South Koreans, the Saudis, Singapore, and of course the United States. Our strange drill stats. We have a 75 in speed, 60 in mobility, 80 in stability, 50 in defense, 55 in both air-to-air and air-to-ground. The stat bars on the picture light, though. So. As for liveries, we've got the three-tone desert camo based off the F-15I Ra'am. Special one is the JSDF F-15J Compass Ghost Gray. Special 2 is the Compass Ghost Gray fuselage with the Dayglow orange wings and vertical stabilizers, based on the F-15 DJ 82-8063 Soto Ao and YF-15A 71-0280. But the Aurelian one originally would be the dark blue gray body. But I have an ostrich livery. The Amarian Garuda. Because of course I have it. Why wouldn't I have Garuda? We are armed with a shoulder-mounted M61A 20mm Vulcan Gatling gun. Then we've also got Um, 66 AIM-C Sidewinders, or AIM-9C Sidewinders for our standard missiles. We've got 12 CBU-87 cluster bombs, 10 GBU-16 paveways, and 14 AIM-7 Sparrows. We're going to take these.
The number of remaining transport aircraft will be displayed on your HUD. Make sure you destroy them.
Oh, this is not the one I wanted. I wanted the train one.
A recon team has infiltrated
Here, dancing. Yeah. All right, thank you for Lurkross. Oh wait, no, I had the right one in the beginning. God damn it! It's been too long since I've played Ace-X.
citizen.
I forgot you have to shoot down transports at the beginning.
The number of remaining transport aircraft will be displayed on your HUD. Make sure you destroy them all. Is that it for the cargo? All right, let's get out of here. The enemy is far from here. On a factory explosive set. No problem. Landmines and explosive set. Update. An uprising of Aurelian citizens has broken out nearby. We have reports that they are en route to these factories to acquire weapons. Civilians on the battlefield? Huh? What's the fool? We must retreat to our northeast area of operation as soon as possible. Aurelian fighters are coming. Move it!
Power the device!
And the device would be lasers out their butts.
Be careful. They got one hell of a weapon stashed on board. Enemy plane shut down.
Beware the Lasathian's secret ultimate weapon. Butt lasers.
Affirmative. The mission was a success. Excuse me, hold on a second. What's wrong? Is something happening? Bad news. The Liberation Corps train is heading to the factories.
Oh no.
Testing. Soldiers of Lasath, can you hear us? We are the Aurelian Liberation Corps. You've had your way long enough. Prepare to see just how dangerous we Aurelians can be. Danger! Withdraw.
We've got rednecks hijacking a train trying to steal weapons.
Immediately. Hey, do you think they can hear us? There's no response at all. Hacked into the Army's communications. You gotta switch to incoming transmissions or you'll never pick up anything.
Yeah, but
Well,
this is
it
the
doesn't
Air
really matter,
Force.
as long as they hear us. All right, we're heading for the factories. We'll steal additional weapons before heading for the capital. Yeah!
Stop the train! The factories are rigged with explosives! Clark to Griffith Squadron. The Liberation Corps doesn't know the factories are rigged with explosives. The distance from the nearest factory to the Liberation Corps
Do I have to?
On the railway before the train gets too close. Onward! Onward! We'll steal away fast weapons and use them to take back control! We'll show latest how pissed we really are! Warning! Stop the train and leave the area! Do you read me? Stop the train! Just as I thought, it's no use. Hear us! I'm in. Disengaging. That fight is one of our guys, isn't it? Hey! Give us a lift, will ya?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm not really sure how the cluster bombs work in any game other than A7. Ow! Yeah, they can't hear you, Crux.
Special weapons fire running low. No special weapons fire remaining.
Kaboom!
Explosives have been eliminated. Take a well-deserved breather.
Alright, and with that, we We are coming to the
They were trying to
end
escape
of
with
the strand.
MBSRs. Apparently, they were used. Unfortunately.
So, tomorrow we have 2 streams. First one will be Dragon Age Awakening. We're going to finish up the Wending Wood quest chain. You're welcome, Geo. And then tomorrow night, we're going to play the Arkham side story for Batgirl. Saturday, in Cyberpunk 2077, we're finishing the game. We've got 6 of 7 available endings to choose from. So you guys get to guess which one I'm going to pick, whether it be the Path of Least Resistance, the Devil, the Star, the Sun, Temperance, or Don't Fear the Reaper. Sunday, in Baldur's Gate 3, Carolina will interrogate and break Saz the Goblin out of jail, lead her out of the Goblin, or not the, out of the Druid Grove, and make her way just short of the Blighted Village, then we'll turn north to the Risen Road. Then Monday in Final Fantasy X-2, we're going to reassemble the Al-Bhed experiment at Jose Temple to try and blow it up for the episode complete. Then in Wednesday, in Horizon Zero Dawn, we're going to head into the Grave Horde, aka the ruins of the U.S. Robot Command, to try and figure out what exactly Project Zero Dawn was and how it destroyed the Pharaoh Plague. Then Wednesday night, Floof and I will continue our high rank adventures in Monster Hunter to try and get my hunter rank up as much as I can. Then next week in the Aircraft Showcase, episode 3, we have another batch of 8 aircraft. And we're going to take a quick preview of them. We've got the X-29, the XFA 27, the SU-27, the F-2A Viper Zero, the XR-45 Caraburn, the FA-18E Super Hornet, the F-117A Nighthawk, and the F-16XL Strike Falcon. Anyway, thank you all for joining. I hope you had fun, and I will see you guys tomorrow in Dragon Age Awakening. Have a good night, everybody.